What's up, guys? We got no power this morning. Let's see what's up with that. Turn that one on, but that's not the one I'm concerned about. Oh, I bet maybe I just unplugged it using my extension cord. That's what I bet happened. We got something going on over here. Gotta get back here and plug this in. Let's try it now. Look at there. Cleaning up the decarb off these. Some of these came out of the oven. Some of the foil package stuck to it, so I gotta clean that up. You can see that stuff sticks pretty good. Got most of it. stuck right there. That's one stuck right there. Got the oven warming up, guys. Got a bunch of heat treating to do today. All those packets seen me post a few days ago. I'm gonna be here a little while. I may not be live the whole time, though. Trying to get these cleaned up so I can get them off for about 2 days. Yes, sir, it will, Aiden. You're 100% correct there, buddy. That will be a game changer. And that's my plan when I buy an upgraded grinder. I want to do it all at one time. I don't want to spend all that money and then wish I had something that I didn't have, so. That is the plan. But I'll be honest, I'm a bunch of knives away from that. But we'll get there one day. Hopefully this year. Ain't really trying to remove much material, just cleaning it up. Today's got a nice, clean, smooth surface to work with when they get there. This is tight right belt, in case you guys are wondering. Me had been in here working yesterday. He built me this big huge drawer. just for my scale materials and pins and all this little stuff. I've just made a net laying right on the counter. It's not on rollers or anything, but it'll do the job because I won't be in and out of it all that often. These are K390, so I'm going to get some oil on these. So they don't get all rusty on me before I ship them off. That's why I had to come in today. I got some nice OV thugs I want to get heat treated so I can ship them all today at one time. And then when they come back, we would just have a long day of installing scales. We can just get them kind of like a production line type deal. Anything you can do with some type of method always comes out much more productive. I know I've got, yeah, there it is. That's got those good and oiled up. Got those oiled up. We're at 1,500 degrees, so we'll be able to, we're only going to 1950 today, so we'll be heat treating here shortly. Donnie, do you have I can just say a surface grinder on your attitude is rusty. I ain't feeling it today. I'll say that. I mean, not working. I feel fine. I just, I don't know, man. Not feeling super entertaining today, that's for sure. I got a bunch to heat treat, that's for sure. I don't know if I'll do all these today. I don't know if I can. But I at least want to get the stuff that's got to go to Dave done. So I'm going to get those picked out of the pack, out of the stack. That's one. 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 Shit. That's not. That was not. These should be this kitchen knife. Alright, today we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to heat treat. We're gonna do those, and then Monday or Tuesday I'll heat treat the rest, because those I will grind myself. Donnie, you said you did not want me to send your thug to Dave. You wanted me to flat grind it. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure that's what you told me. But don't answer me, or you can answer in here, but I'll get with you via text to make sure. Correct. Okay. Yeah. So I'll keep this one out. I'll grind that one myself. Flat ground. I was it's a nice surprise to see that my dewars, my homemade dewars, probably can't call it a dewars, it's an insulated bucket, but it did hold that alcohol. It didn't leak around the pipe and melt my insulation. So I'm going to leave that in there. I've got dry ice over here in the cooler. When time gets close, I'll put the dry ice in there, top it off with alcohol so we can do the fries. While I'm thinking about it, I am going to need 2 more hangers. I think I've only got 6. I don't want to get caught off guard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thought I had 6. Maybe I didn't. Oh, here we go. Five, 6. Yeah, I need to cut 2 more. On my cutters. Now we got enough hangers to cryo all 8 of them. So that works out nice. I could have took time and ground another blade, but like I said, I feel this way sometimes. If I'm not feeling super confident, I just don't approach the grinder. I think Donnie could vouch for that. When you step up in that grinder and get ready to start cutting in a bevel, you need to be on it. You need to be confident. If you don't approach it with confidence, you're going to screw it up, almost guaranteed. You can just feel it. I don't know how to explain it, but man, some days you come in, you can just feel, you just fall right in that groove and you're ready to go. So that's what I'm waiting on. Not like it'll be long. It just we had some storms last night, man. I jumped up out of bed, ran to my front doors. I thought somebody was trying to kick my door in. There was a little plaque we got hanging on the front door. The wind was just beating that thing against the door. But didn't have any damage, so that's good. I know there were tornado warnings all over Alabama yesterday. I haven't, due to political bullshit and all the dishonesty on the news, I don't watch it anymore, so I don't know if anybody had any bad damage or not. I hope not. We're still at 1,634 degrees, guys. We got to get to 1950. It's going to take it a little bit. I do kind of like having these as video record of what I did. That's been I wouldn't say my only fear, but my only question has been, well, what if I follow the protocol and it's not right? My HRC is not what I wanted. Everybody I've talked to, Brian, Alex, Steve, all of them have told me that's not a worry. That's just not going to happen. Now, am I necessarily going to hit 67 HRC my first try? Probably not, but am I going to reach 65, which is a perfectly acceptable HRC for crew wear? And what they're telling me, it's not going to be an issue. So, but anyway, I like having this video record of exactly what I did. I can go back and look. I haven't done enough as of yet that I can't just remember it. But and I don't know if we every now and then it crosses my mind this whole legacy that we're leaving. Guys, I've had family members and friends pass away, but I have very little record of their lives or our lives together, and it's sad. And it is kind of cool to think. Some of it's embarrassing, but whatever, man. 40 years from now, my grandson can just turn on the computer or the television or the AI, and they've implanted it in his head, and he can, he can watch his pawpaw. Yeah, Donnie, I thought about that too. And I asked Alex about that. And once again, it was the same answer him and Brian always give, man. If you're following the protocol, don't worry about it. You know, I thought about heat treating all these, but here's the thing, man. If I heat treat all these blades and they're a point off, but they're still well above industry standard, I'm not going to be upset about that. Now, if they're below acceptable, that'd be an issue for sure. But you know, kind of like diving in bed with a questionable female. You just get at it and worry about it later. I don't know what else to do. Yes, Ed, yours is in this batch. It absolutely is. Because you did want a thug, correct? A 7-inch pocket fixed blade. Ground by Sawtooth Dave. All that good stuff. I got some really cool. Well, that drawer's going to be a pain in the ass to open. It ain't on no kind of bearings, rollers, or anything. Anyway, I got some really cool scale material in for the thugs. Ed, I've got some special ordered for yours. They've got a lot more purple in them. Because I know what Mr. Ed wants. What's up, Constantine? I know Ed likes his purple. I've got a block of some cool purple scale material. I ain't sure where it's at the moment. But I've got to get it cut up. I don't trust myself. I don't know what Mike Navarro at Outcast Blanks, how good a bandsaw he's got. But man, he cut these things at 1/8 inch for me. And they're always damn near perfect. So I'm going to find somebody here in town that's got a really good bandsaw with a guard and all that. So they can slice me some up. I know that they're right. We're still at 1700 degrees. We probably got 15, 20 minutes before we put anything in the oven. That's fine. I'm gonna put me a fresh dip in and sit down for a few minutes. Some of you guys have watched me cut this full. Maybe I haven't done that live, but I've been trying to cut this stainless steel full with, where'd it go? With this, just using the tip. And it sucks at it. This reminds me again of why I don't want to work with 1095. That tip is blunt from dragging it through that. So the day I came in and noticed me had a box cutter laying here. Now a box cutter cuts through that shit effortlessly. So that's something else I got to order tonight. I'll order a bunch of box cutter blades. Because I am sure it's going to wreck them. They're not going to last very long. I'd use my little cold steel click and cut, but those blades are a little more expensive. The only good thing about those is you can touch them up on the grinder with just a Scotch-Brite belt. I cut the full with a box cutter. Yeah, maybe I should have done it live, Donnie, so you could cuss me and tell me how stupid I was being. But I really fought with it, man. I've ruined a bunch of foil because my line wasn't good and clean. I'd go to tear it and it would just take off at a 45 in the wrong direction. So, we're at 17:30. We've got at least 20 minutes. I'm going to hang out with you guys for a few minutes. I would apologize. I know Cole's live, but I know for a fact I don't affect Cole's viewership. I don't affect anybody's viewership, really. Mayhead be giving me shit if he knew I was in the recliner already. But you didn't notice, I got these off Amazon, these safety glasses. I don't know if you can see it, but they got readers in the bottom of them. I've been just wearing my reading glasses, but they don't cover quite enough of my eye and stuff would these may not be any better. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. I use a straight ruler as a straight edge and a box cutter. Yep, works better than scissors. I noticed Brian used scissors, but they looked like they were good scissors. Cole was done 15 minutes ago? Okay. I certainly wouldn't want to. Oh, did he do the Christmas giveaway? As he likes to call it. Does you have to buy a popcorn? It's not a giveaway, Cole. Stop it. Fed you I didn't win on Cole's giveaway. Oh well. I got you. Anybody we know win, Fed? I won shitty knife. LOL. Sorry, Derek. Shout out to Derek, man. Derek sent me a Tucson. Guys, I haven't experienced a Tucson in a couple of years. I've bought a lot of Tucsons in my day. And this is going to be a little controversial, but message redacted. Anyway, Tucson has definitely progressed. Their finishing is even better than I remembered it. And there's a reason why you guys don't hear me badmouth Tucson too much, is because I have spoke to designers, that I know that they work with, and they get paid for their designs and all that good stuff. But here's my thing. Tucson, I don't go after Tucson because Tucson is selling Chinese knives for what Chinese knives should sell for. What shitty item did you win? I mean, how bad could it be? Constantine won a knife. Well, tell me what y'all won. Yeah, I'm not saying they're perfect. Like the one Derek sent me, the decant can be failed. You have to push button it. You can't just slide down it. But you push button it snaps out. And it's very late off the detent on the close. But I don't care about any of that stuff. Middle finger flicks, excellent. The fuller is just a little high on the blade to use it for that. It requires a little more leverage than it should, but because you're already applying more leverage, it fires out nice. He must have won a Tempest. Popey. You mean, is that Dopey? I just talked to Dopey last night. Said he had the COVID. Is that you, Dopey? Droopy? I don't know what you're saying, Kyle. Derek, I don't remember. It was ugly as hell. I got you, Popey. You know, I know what a lot of people are thinking. You know, is it weird that Shane owns a Tucson? Absolutely not. It was a gift, and I love it. But like I said, man, Chinese knives have a place. They're not going anywhere. But I just think their place is about where Tucson lays. Now, I don't know, man. I've got mixed emotions about people like, you know, Brian Brown and Brian Nadeau and all those guys that can't make enough knives to put them in everybody's hands. But I'm going to make a video covering that soon. That must be bad. If Fed said a knife was ugly as hell. There you go, Constantine. I just know it probably sucks for some folks, man. You spend, I know some guys have spent hundreds of dollars getting on that tree. I was on it a few times. That's what's always tickled me too, is that his mods act like I'm his mortal enemy. And Cole will tell you, I gift more than they do. Yeah. Well, no, I don't know that I'll even store it away. I really like the design of the knife. In all honesty, I think it's a Tucson TS367, and it's just in D2, but it's titanium with some, I think, micarta inlays, some slick micarta inlays. But I love the design of the knife. In all honesty, every time I look at it, it just screams Sharif Mangana. Now, Sharif might take offense to that, but it reminds me of something Sharif would have designed. Derek, for real sorry, I just speak the truth. That you do, Ed. I'll give you that, buddy. Congratulations on your ugly ass knife, Derek. I would like to know how many entries Cole has, because guys, that's making thousands of dollars. All those knives are gifted. He's even asking y'all to gift them. And again, not bad mouthing Cole, but I don't agree with how that works. He asked all these people to give him knives, then he makes thousands of dollars giving them away and calls it a giveaway, and kind of acts like he's doing y'all a favor. But I mean, I've spoke on that already, and I hurt his feelings, and you know, I love Cole, man. I don't have to agree with everything he does. 1,981 entries. That's $10,000, motherfuckers. You made $10,000 this month. It'd take me 6 months to make that. $2,400 entries. So that's $12,000. Jesus Christ. I know Neves went live last night. So nobody else was live, so I turned it on just to see. And man, he wasn't conversing with the chat at all. He was just selling shit. He was on that, I don't remember what it's called. I know Kyle knows that. It's not WhatsApp, it's Whatnot or whatever, doing auctions. It just felt weird, man, because it wasn't personal at all. He wasn't. And maybe that live stream wasn't supposed to be, but he wasn't talking to the chat at all. He wasn't even reading super chats. He was just making money. And I was thinking about it again. I was like, man, all that stuff was given to him. He'll come right out and tell you he don't buy knives. So all that free shit, and there's nothing wrong with that, but even if it's a knife he reviewed 2 years ago, that now becomes a paid advertisement. These look like those. Aiden, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what the fuck is this, Cutlery Corner? That's exactly what it reminded me of. When he was doing countdowns, to the last bid, and I don't know, man. I guess those guys are stuck between a rock and a hard place because they've decided to do this for a living. And, they have to make money, but yeah, niche is just big money like Metal Complex. Yep. However, I don't see Metal Complex doing as many cash grabs. Like, yes, he's got a lot of subscribers and all that stuff and makes money off that. And he probably does some paid promotions, whatever, but I don't see him doing the cash grabs as much. Well, yeah, that makes me feel a little better, man. That's at least you did something positive with some of it. Now, was that Cole donating part of what he took in, or was that just people in the chat donating to St. Jude? And let me tell you this, guys. I've donated a lot of money to St. Jude when I own my business. I will say this though: if you're going to donate to St. Jude, you better have receipts. Don't tell me that you fucking donated money to them when you didn't. But I'm not saying that he didn't. Oh yeah, so it wasn't even part of the 12 grand that he made. He depended on you guys to donate more money to go to St. Jude. I don't know, man. Constantine, you're right. Metal Complex certainly has a passion for knives, and I'm missing that in a lot of channels. However, I understand it because I don't have the passion for pocket knives that I used to have. So, I can see. But Metal Complex, whether he still has that passion or not, he exudes it. And, some of you guys won't agree with this, but I don't think anybody does it better than Metal Complex. I think Cole's videography and his writing is better. Metal Complex has been kind of riding the same shtick for a long time. Well, I can't wait for the trolls in the comments. You guys say this. I don't ever see people say all that, but only if he files long form, which I don't think he has enough to make it worthwhile. I mean, I'm not going to complain at all about, $1,180 going to St. Jude's, but once again, that wasn't the channel doing that. That was you guys doing that. And that's, again, is a outstanding act of kindness. So hats off to y'all. I appreciate you. What's up, Joe Isabella? Who's to say he could keep that money, put it in his pocket, and no one? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Man, I always felt bad, but because I was running a business, when I would participate in the St. Jude marathons, I always got a receipt so that I could file it on and I never did. I didn't care to file, a small loss for donation to a charity, but I always kept them because I was never going to be in a situation where somebody could say, hey, did you donate that money? How do we know you donated that money? I'm not putting him down. I just meant the big money they're living on the channel. Not just, yeah, exactly, Constantine. I noticed Rochambeau posted one of those face reaction thumbnails, but took it down shortly after. Was the first one that face reaction. I don't know what you're talking about, Mimo. How much was that car behind you, big dog? What car behind me? There aren't any cars in here. There's a side-by-side and a couple of boats. We've got cars. We've got some cool shit we're going to be working on in here soon. Got a 61 Bel Air with big block in it. We got a 70, I think a 77 F-150 we're going to restore. It's in my head. I can't not say it. Remember, are you talking about he did a face reaction to Cole's live, or is it just something completely different? Hey, here's Paparano. You only get to write off donations when you itemize, which has to be worth it to do. Long form Texas is a bitch. I did it once. It takes quite a bit to make it worth it. Most just offsets. Right, Papa. I had to when I had my mechanic shop, though. But side by side needs a 50 cal turret. Hey, now I'm seriously thinking about building a faux 50 cal, something that from 10 feet away looks like a 50 cal, and mounting it in the bed of my truck just to ride around town with it. Not ignoring playing some Fallout and listening. There you go, Joe. Play you some Fallout, buddy. I've been playing a lot of Breakpoint lately. Well, not lately. Since I've been working so much, I ain't had as much time, but I did enjoy Fallout. The thing I like about Breakpoint is, though, is I can break it down into small sessions and play. You know, I can just go raid a base just for the fun of it. I don't have to keep up with the storyline like where with Fallout, man, I want to play for 8 hours at a time. I want to get into the story, be deep into it, and stick to it. Just the thumbnail to their videos where it's their face looking shocked. Oh, yeah, I don't like those. Daddy Rhinos, that's what I was saying. You got almost 8K in write-offs built in. So you have to have more than, yeah, I had a lot more than 8K. Man, an air compressor potato gun on the side by side. There you go. He's got a pretty good bit of land here, so he uses that side by side almost daily. There's a big John Deere tractor out there. Forklift. There's a D9 dozer up at the top of the hill. But the dozer's got a bad, it blew a hydraulic line. It's been sitting for 2 years. I guess we could go check the oven, see where it's at. I've been sitting here a little while. Get this ball rolling, if you know what I mean. Even if it's not at temp, if it's close, we can go ahead and get our first knife in there. As soon as you open that door, it's going to lose it again. Yeah, we're at 1917, so we can go ahead and put one in. I had a long talk with Mr. Tina Turner last night. I guess my next PPE investment is going to be some fiberglass gloves. I mean, I know these leather gloves aren't fully protecting me from that. Really, the only reason I'm wearing them, guys, is to protect me from the heat that comes out of the oven. When I open it, I know I can't pick up a 2,000-degree piece of steel with them. But the first time I opened the oven and felt that air hit my hand, it was painful as hell. So all I'm really doing there is protecting myself from that. He had said he had some long needle nose pliers. I may try those just because those tongs are made for, they just go down 1/4 inch. So they don't close all the way. So if I've got 1/8 inch stock, even with the foil wrap, it doesn't pinch it very well. It will, but not. It could fall out. That's what I'm getting at. So if he's got something, if he don't, I'll just go on Amazon and buy a cheap pair, the longest needle nose I can get. He said he did. Just a whole down drawer just about full of all different sizes. Knipex. The best pliers on the planet. I don't know where he was talking about they might be though. Not a big deal. I don't have to have them, but it is a matter of time because I'm not getting a good pinch on those before I drop one. And what I do then, if it hits the floor, I can't pick it up. So that means it lays there and cools off and ruins the heat treat. That'd suck. That'd especially suck on some expensive steel. I don't see these long needle nose he's talking about. But I'm going to order a pair anyway. We've been fortunate so far. There hasn't been an issue. I hadn't dropped one yet, but I'm sure it's a matter of time. Oh, Stevie just texted me and said he just mailed my Kershaw live wire. I'm excited about that. I got some, I said Stevie, lip balm for my, ordered 2 cans, got one for the wife and one for the daughter. That came in the other day. They both seemed to like it. That thing dropped all the way back down to 850 degrees. I bet we get an error code for it being under 10. I did have the door open a little longer than I like to. Which slips you going to put that balm on? It ain't for me. Oh yeah, Donnie, I'm sure I will. That's what I'm saying. If I can get something that pinches them a little more securely. But they're going to have to be at least as long as those tongs are, man, because like I said, I can feel the heat coming off those tongs. And just as soon as it touches you, it hurts. Like, that's some immense, immense heat. He said they were in here, but I don't see them. There's toolboxes everywhere, though, so I don't know if... I gotta remember to plug his battery charger. Well, I can do that now. I'm not using the grinder anymore. I don't know if maybe he was getting ready for spring or what, but he had the battery charger hooked up on the boat. I used to bass fish a lot, but, you know, you get older and life starts getting in the way. Now we're back to 1907. We can start the timer when I'm just gonna leave that drawer partially open. You shut it all the way, you made a mistake. I guess I could transfer some of this scale material from this cabinet over here to that drawer, since that's what all that is. Here's that block I was talking about I got to get cut up. It's a purple maple burl. $19.33. You know what I had to do with my trash can from over here? Go ahead and start the search for my Sharpie. Well, I don't need, I got a pencil, that'll work. I just needed to record my times at 1940. We Austinitizing already, but gotta reach 1950. I don't know if I showed you guys or not. I got my first trick done. I still got to do the handle wrap. It's heat treated, tempered, crowed, all that stuff. Before I wrap the handle though, I am going to take it and go, I want to go HRC test it just to see, because I did not dip this in liquid nitrogen. I put it in the freezer. And I understand that could cause it to be a point or so off. And I'm okay with that. But I just wanted to see what the difference is. Because, you know, edge retention is not going to be an issue on this. This one's almost nice enough that I don't have to put a handle on it. But I drilled the holes in it for epoxy to pass through. I'm just going to do a 1-layer cord wrap around it. I almost want to keep this one, but had a few of them spoken for, so they belong to folks. My personal fixed blade is in this bunch, or at least it's the third prototype for the bitch, and it's not actually the last iteration of it. There's a couple of small changes I want to make. And that one's just in Nitro V, but I'm going to finish it for myself because I'm probably going to do those in crew wear as well. This is probably going to be my last batch of M4. I want to tell you why. I really liked M4. But I don't know if there's very much edge retention difference between M4 and well done crew wear. So, but I know there is a toughness difference. But M4 is more of a pain in the ass to heat treat. So, you know, if one's harder to do than the other, why not just go with the crew wear? Hey Shane, did you think about how hard that Juke micarta was? I don't know what you mean, Brian. Did I think about how hard it was? That's some tough shit, man. If I was making a knife and I wanted it to be as tough as it could possibly be, ain't no doubt in my mind it'd be that Juke micarta. That shit is tough. It's hard. It's hard to cut on a bandsaw. It's just tough stuff. I need to put new scales on the knife you sent, Shane. Blade has been great. but the scales piss me off. I'd be glad to rescale it. And I'll be honest with you, Papa, I've got to redo snuzzes. You know, I'm very prepared for the fact that there's things that you know, I've got to work on. I think just wearing glasses is going to help me more than anything, because there's things I wasn't seeing. But I'd be glad to rescale it for you whenever you want. 358. $11.29. I am curious as to what pictures you off about them. Did I do something wrong? You just like the color, or maybe it's the texture. Will you put your glasses on and sing us Holy World? You like this? Is that what it is, Papa Rhino? Is it the, do you not like that texture that's on them? The only reason I did that is I was thinking, you know, if you were inside of a bloody carcass working, I didn't want them to be slick. Maybe it would make a difference. I don't know. The texture. I got you. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I was just thinking it might help provide some traction, you know, for when you're, if the handles got bloody. But may not be necessary at all. As best I remember, I thought they looked okay. I'm sure they weren't perfect just because, you know, I was half blind when I did them. I guess I could and should get the workstation cleaned up and ready for quench. And I've got to get my dry ice ready. There I was running my mouth, not being prepared. Y'all get in here and see some of that smoke. I got some more, but I'm gonna wait to add it. Oh, no, maybe I shouldn't. am curious. I left some dry ice in the freezer. Had a little extra. There was some I didn't use. I'm curious to see what happened with that. I didn't expect the freezer to preserve it. But I am really curious as to what state it's in now. Does it turn back to water like regular ice does? Does it just evaporate? I'm assuming it probably evaporates. We'll go look. Make sure we got time. Yeah, we got 9 minutes. Let's go look. Donnie Bless, we going live tonight? I don't know, Donnie. I'll let you know here shortly. No, it's not in there. I guess Mick had threw it out, or he probably used it to insta cool his beer. I've got some stuff going on. I don't know how involved I'm going to have to be this evening. I don't want to necessarily call it and say I'm not, but there's a good chance. The pirate knife looking thing that has blade like a banana. I don't remember any bananas. Get back to work, Neil. It was very memorable. All good. Keep me posted. Bless Niles, I'll go live with you. Donnie and take Shane's spot. I don't know if Donnie can go live with a guest yet. Derek, I don't know how that works. It never failed. My daughter calls every time I'm live. It's like she knows. Six minutes. What does that do when somebody calls while I'm live, guys? What do y'all just hear it ringing, or does the screen go black? What happens when I get a phone call? If you can go live, you can do a co-live. I don't think, unless YouTube's changed it. I know used to you had to have 1,000 subscribers to go live, but it seemed like I remember hearing that they changed that. You just hear it all. I hear you. I've been wanting a bag knife. Yeah, Ron, me too, but the only way I'd want a bag, well, I don't know. I don't want a Chinese-made bag. But a bag-made bag is so damn expensive. But if you're ever at Blade Show, do not pass up the opportunity to go check out his custom fixed blades. They're thousands of dollars, but go check them out because I don't even think impressive is the word for it. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe they did change it then. What? I want a big glimpse, yeah. I know I talked to Todd at Nashville Custom Knife Show, and he told me then that his folders were being made by artists. And, I get it. That dude can't, he can't produce hundreds or thousands or whatever of folding knives, so he has to have it done somewhere else. Looks like we got 4 minutes. I'm looking for a mini axe. I don't know how many you're talking about, but I've got some 8670 over there. I'm not sure what all I'm going to do with it yet. Make a indestructible axe. Well, nothing's indestructible in the hands of the right asshole. We need to do a forager's knife for me. Then we got to talk some design. Okay. Do that. I know Papa Rhino likes to get out in the woods and hunt them fungi. I always see people when they're out there hunting mushrooms, or what's those other things people make that expensive ass butter with? What is that, Papa Rhino? It's used in high-end kitchens. It's a root, grows underground. A lot of people use pigs to hunt them. Anyway, I know you never see them just break them off. They're always cutting them very gently. I don't know if that has something to do with, like, if you break it, it starts to rot faster or what. They always seem like they're very particular about how they cut it. Truffle, yeah, truffles. I had a steak with some truffle butter on it one time. It was amazing. I don't completely know what it is, but One minute. Get the gloves on. Get ready. Get ready to rock. Beautiful. My plate's in water. So I don't know if that helps at all. But, you know, they're warm. Not hot at all. If that's the number one cause of varying temperatures, then I don't mind doing an extra step to prevent. I think I've got too much, I put too much dry ice in there. I'm having a hard time getting the ice to go down there. Chop it up some. What we got going on now? Yes, Derek, 100 square miles in size. It's the Columbia River Valley, I believe. Hey guys, y'all don't hesitate to go over to Zach's, guys. I'll be completely honest with y'all. I really appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with me. You know, I do these verticals just for the exposure to random people. I don't want to hinder hinder y'all from going to a different channel, or I certainly don't want to. Not that I think I could, but I don't want to hinder Zach's views either. And it kind of keeps me from going stir crazy, you know. I know I'm not actually having a conversation with somebody, but just sitting here talking helps. It's the biggest living organism on the planet. Are you talking about? What are you talking about, Papa? What's the biggest living organism? Is it fungus? A mycelial mat up at the PMW. Oh. Cheeto, I don't have a sword, buddy. I don't have the depth to do a sword. If I do a sword, I'm gonna have to source the heat treat elsewhere. I don't know. I mean, I think I might be interested in doing like a 18-inch short sword, machete, something like that. But anything longer than that, I thought you were making a sword. Now I've got a couple of big fixed blades here, 13 inches as long as I've got one. The biggest living organism on the planet is Luke. CDC. That's mean, Dovey. That's funny as shit, though. All right, now, Cheeto, we're just doing little 7-inch knives. Kind of feel bad now. I didn't think about Zach going on. There's my daughter. He said, Papa, I'll come watch him drive his badass side by side. That's the one that keeps calling while we're live, guys. Right there, Allison. That's my oldest pain in the ass. Did you start my Cheeto? I don't want to hear your bullshit, dude. I am going to make that knife, Cheeto. As soon as I get the confidence that I can do it to the degree that that knife deserves to be done, I'm going to make it. Oh, my grandson's calling. Tell him I'm sorry. I'm going to be here for several hours. Hopefully, I've only got one more day of marathon heat treating like this to go. Thought I was your oldest pain in the ass. Well, yeah, but she's been a pain in my ass the longest. Red alert, sound the alarms. There's more generations of cables. Hide your kids. You have no idea, Papa Rhino. Because with that one right there, I raised a sure enough 100% motherfucker. And she's returning the favor, raising 2 more motherfuckers. So, no refinement in that bunch. She's pretty as a picture, but she's mean as a damn snake. I don't know how I made pretty babies, but I did. Yeah, I'm talking about she raised 2 little feral ass kids. I love them to death, but I wouldn't watch them for $1,000. Not because it would be hard on me, but because I can't keep up with them. Man, they're always at it, and I know I can't keep up with them, and it scares me. You got a Red Ryder to buy Liam Bass Pro was sold out. You're crazy as hell if you get that kid a Red Ryder BB gun. I'd stick to Nerf and one day move up to airsoft, but I would not. Let me tell you, this is how I see things when it comes to kids, guys. You don't buy your kids anything motorized or anything dangerous until you've raised them to a point that when you say no or stop, they listen instantly. If you tell a kid to stop and they don't instantly freeze, they don't need BB guns, guns in general, or motorized vehicles. Just cut him a 22. Yeah, but Paparano, you probably raised her better. I'm telling you, that kid would shoot you in the eye on purpose. If my dad told me to stop when I was a kid and didn't listen, I got smacked upside. Yeah, exactly. I had a 12-inch lift on my beater Jeep and didn't know slow down. No, you didn't. Yeah, but by that time though, you were old enough to suffer your own consequences. It's different when I'm the one suffering the consequences. And it wasn't 12 inches of lift; it was 9. All right, 332 minus 15 would be 317. And we're at 140. So it'll be 155. I know it don't make any sense that I double time this. For you guys that were in here the other night, my timer reset on my live stream, and if I hadn't have looked on there, I'd have been in trouble. Wow, did a man just downgrade the inches argument? I done got shot in the eye by the gun you got him. Well, good. I owe you. You have got a raisin to pay for, young lady. She's proving Shane's point. Yeah. Y'all think I'm kidding. Everybody talks about their grandkids being a little wild. Y'all, yeah. She posts videos of them on TikTok when they're actually somewhat behaving. Which is rare. That's why God gave you 2 eyes. Quit whining. Imagine like that Jeep, that lift kit was all homemade. But if you know me and what I used to do, that actually just means it was custom made. I did buy the coils, but all the link arms and everything, I custom fabricated. That was a badass Jeep. I miss off-roading so bad, man. That was by far the best hobby I was ever involved in. The only problem was I'd turn wrenches for 10 hours a day at work, then go home and turn wrenches for 6 hours. Bro, use the word feral. I got it right away. Kids need a little feral. Yeah. I have a file photo of videos on their bullshit in case the cops thinks they're abused. That's not a bad idea. You want to keep some video evidence. Yeah, Papa, I'm glad they're a little bit feral. I don't want her raising those sissies. If you guys remember that Instagram, my Instagram and Facebook profile pic for a long time was me at the Monster Jam, and that pretty young lady sitting beside me. That's who's in here now. That's my oldest. His last son ain't no sissy. He'll get mad at you and call you a damn Democrat. Don't give him no ideas, Carl. I don't even know if he's considered jumping off the roof with an umbrella yet, but it's coming. I can get down to about where I'm only heat treating 5 nights a week. I'll be happy with that, just for the time that this takes up. It is so time consuming. Donnie doubting me, telling me he would have heat treated this many blades before testing. What? Oh, that's awesome. You're a Democrat. I ain't no Democrat. You're a Democrat. Yeah, it didn't work either, did it, Derek? I mean, it did. You survived it. You're still here. You guys remember that first time you ever experienced that when you landed? You could feel all your bones bashed together, like in your knees and hips and stuff. Just that shock that runs through your body. You think it instantly scares you. Like, what have I done to myself? But then you're a kid. You're okay. Has nothing to do with doubt, Fulio. It has to do with improving your results over blindly trusting the process. I know, but that process is being repeated, has been repeated thousands of times with the correct result. Now, that's not the same thing as what you're doing, Donnie. You're trying to achieve 66 HRC. That's a different deal. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I test these summits and they're 66, I will be giving you shit. Yeah. Meathead's apparently here. I just saw Riley peeking at me through the door. Yeah, there, right there. What's up, Meathead?
What's up, buddy?
That's a hell of a drawer you built.
Yeah, it's got to snack up a little bit.
It takes 2 grown-ass men to open it and close it, though.
The wood was wet.
Oh, was it?
It dried up.
317.
Right, so get your ass to work.
I kind of am working. I mean, it's, you know, sitting here waiting on this thing.
All fair it was yesterday.
There's no Meathead. There's Miss Riley. Say hi, Riley. Allison's in here. I don't even know when the last time Allison saw Riley was. We gonna do something for New Year's?
We ain't made up our mind yet.
I mean, I can't invite nobody if you don't tell me.
We don't know yet. What part of that's not English?
I mean, you're gonna stand around and drink beer. You know you.
Oh, ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody spending
I don't know where yet.
no huge shindig.
Don't know what we're gonna do yet.
I was gonna say, if you think you are, then I'd let the kids know in case they want to come by and see you.
Yeah. If we do anything, it's more likely to be you.
Yes, Allison, that's your Uncle Meathead.
Hey, girl.
They think I'm exaggerating when I'm talking about how bad she was.
No, she's horrible.
She's horrible. She certainly was. But if I had to fight 3 grown men, she'd be one of the first 3 people I called to help me.
Oh, I know that. You ain't gonna beat her down.
No. Or what? I don't know. Turnbuckles? Maybe. No.
Oh, I bet the chain breaks.
Oh, has it got a blade in it?
It's got a little wedge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's for breaking chain links.
Well, we're gonna hang some insulation.
Hey, I had your charger unplugged for about 15 minutes. I plugged it back up, and then I realized it's digital, so it's probably not back on.
What did it say when you unplugged it?
I didn't look. It was lit up, but I didn't look. I'm just telling you, you might want to reset it if you want me to do something. Ain't no good. That's gonna cost you $400. You remember when we were buying those AC Ducko batteries for like $45? So you can't buy a battery for less than $150, man.
That was Blaine's.
Yeah.
That lasted for 3 years.
Her car,
And then I put brand new ones in and never put the top back on.
her Subaru needs one. $170 low battery that big. Stupid.
Yeah, you catch them at Walmart or down there for less than 100, but batteries not working for it.
No, they changed something in them. They don't last like they used to.
All that other battery bombs and rallies about that, so I got it out and cranked this one. That time I cranked it.
5 minutes.
I ain't even touched it since that night. Well, I just put tires on it earlier today.
Did you?
Fire right off.
Reckon that'll run 100?
Real close.
Real close?
Yeah, it ain't as fast as it used to be.
I don't
got the 100 pounds of compression on that cylinder.
I don't want it as fast as it used to be.
I think last time we ran it, of course it was night, me and Riley ran it up to about 91.
You like going fast in a boat ride? I do not. I don't want to go over 45 mile an hour. That's fast enough for me.
Hey, I'd sit between my legs in that rush boat and wear it out. And every one of them, at the last one, me and her both couldn't get in it.
That's
That catching boat.
That's the way Allison was. You couldn't go fast enough or do something stupid enough when she was in there with you.
Yeah. See, I was bored yesterday, so I made you a draw.
Huh?
I said I was bored yesterday, so I made you a draw.
I appreciate it. I would have appreciated it more if you put it on roller bearings.
You go
I'm
back
just-
there. Oh, it's
I'm
a
just
lot
kidding.
better than it was.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't shut it all the way. Well, never mind.
It ain't shut all the way.
I know. It's just a lot easier if I can just put my hands in it and pull it out. That works.
I like your lip down there, Cece.
Thank you. I see you use my damn 100-year-old pine wood though.
I was sitting out there. Did you see I throwed the acid thing out in the mud?
Why?
Because it dumped out all over the trailer. It was running in the shop door.
That trailer to run.
Oh, yeah. It ruined it. So I got pissed and threw it all out in the yard.
It don't have to be burnt. You can put pour ammonia on it.
I poured whatever I could get on it to kill it. I didn't notice it till I walked through it. I was like, God, what's that smell? There's a puddle out there big.
Yeah, don't mess with that, Riley. That puddle's acidic.
Yeah, so I chunked it all out there in the mud. Like, damn
I
it.
still need the pipe.
Apparently it's leaking because it was standing straight up.
Huh. Well, you made it.
Well, I didn't know you gonna keep making it all the time, man. I mean, it wasn't storm shit I was think.
Yeah. Hey, I couldn't find those needle noses you was talking about, those long ones. You're right, Kyle. If that dome of his ever catches the wind, I don't think it'll be long enough, but I'll try it.
What?
I'm telling you, dude. 2,000 degrees is fucking hot. Not for him there.
I thought they was in there.
Not for getting them out of there. Don't.
Should have got that's long enough.
It might be. I'll try it. Cause my tongs
Well,
don't
put your glove on.
pink chart. I got them right there. We're fitting to pull this one out. You don't want to see it?
Them tongs are for horseshoeing anyway.
Yeah, they're not.
That ain't for knife making.
Well, see, they only go down to 1/4 inch, so they don't close all the way. I'm using 1/8 inch stock, so I'm just barely getting a hold of it. And if I drop one, I don't have no way of picking it up, so it's
You
ruined.
just have to be a man and get a hold of it.
No, I ain't. I ain't doing it. You drop it on the floor, it's just ruined. It'll just lay there and heat treat, go to shit.
I'm gonna dry those off.
For what? I said you use them.
I'm gonna dry them off. You wanna stick that?
Oh yeah, it's alcohol in it.
Yeah, you wanna stick that in there?
No, here.
It might be interesting.
It might show enough flame up. Probably going to anyway. You know, there's going to be some residual on there somewhere.
There's gonna be some grease and shit in there, ain't no doubt. That's that house wrap. I threw it out there in the back too.
Alright, here we go.
I got mad to chunk all that crap. Oh, it's money on the boy. That's the only one you got?
All I do is one at a time. Don't open that door.
Huh?
Don't open that door.
You didn't even shut it. Sorry, dumb, shut it.
Yeah, I just do one at a time.
You want it shut?
Yeah. You can technically do more, but I don't. It had this nasty in the bottom when I found it. Try not to spit in your floor. Can't have nothing nice with meathead around. Always got to be messing with stuff. About to go get your sweet grandson so my house can be pure chaos. Are you going to get Cam Man? He's got a 2,000-piece robot set he wants his Uncle Tyler to help him to build him. I got you. But he had got them asbestos fingers just touching the handle all willy-nilly. Yeah. If it did burn him, he wouldn't have said anything. Tie on 3 balloons and go flares 20 darts. Let the fun begin with adult Mario Kart. Well, all right, let's get this one in crow. I ain't gonna lie, guys, that is better. That does work better. I don't feel like I'm gonna drop them. That beautiful vulcanization, all purple and pink and blue. plates in the water. How cool would it be if one of these days some aspiring knife maker wants to learn how to heat treat and finds this bullshit on the internet? Probably wouldn't be very informative. I haven't actually done like a step-by-step explaining exactly what I'm doing. Leon wants this party to be at Shelby's again, so don't make plans for the 18th. Alrighty. I'm trying to find out if Meathead's going to have a get-together over here for New Year's, so I was going to see if you and Tyler and Shelby and Joe wanted to come, Allison. Well, hello, Josh Branson, sock puppet. Cook them up. That's what we do. Got several more to go. Got 2 in cryo, 1 in oven, and 5 in the stack. I will not be live for the entire duration. I'm going to be here for hours. May not even make it home in time to do a live tonight. Because Aunt Mama, don't tell him to call. Aunt Mama, don't tell him to calm down. Why does he call her Mama? This makes me happy. Crispy, how are you? Yeah, Crispy, how are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well. So a little close up on the controller there. It's at 1903 degrees. 1950 is what we're looking for. That's just on Nitro V. Crew wear like 2050. At 100 degrees don't seem like it'd make a difference, but crew wear won't austinize it. It's gotta hit 2050. Good to hear, Crispy. Dr. Drew, what part of Georgia are you in, buddy? I got family in Georgia, but it's mostly around Rome. It's like I remember you being from, maybe I'm wrong. For some reason I was thinking you was from down towards Savannah, Waycross, Athens. Oh, my bad. I'm a big Georgia fan, and I've never been to Georgia. I've never been to Athens. I've been to Georgia games because my wife's whole family, they're all Auburn alumni. So when Auburn played Georgia, they always had season tickets. I'd go. That's the only way I've seen my Bulldogs is in Auburn. That's the thing about this, man, that the time waiting on this thing to ramp up is not consistent. You don't know exactly how long it's going to take, and it's not really long enough to stop and do something productive. So you're just stuck sitting here. Brooks has demolished my back seat with a milkshake. Well, that's your fault. Susie breeds dogs. He's got the next hug already. Really? My brother had a Ugga descendant that he was breeding. He's breeded dogs his whole life. Poor dogs didn't get to have sex. He'd take them to the vet, have his male ejaculated, and then have his female artificially inseminated. And then he had C-sections done on her when it come time. They didn't do anything natural, but you're talking about, $3,000 to $5,000 a puppy because they're Ugga descendants. You don't take any chances on guess. gonna flip my plates. I could just go add another gallon of water to this and I wouldn't have to flip the plates. But that'd make too much damn sense. That's weird how those packets, that stainless steel packet even hardens. Like it's much more pliable before the heat treat. I don't know how hard it gets, but it definitely hardens. My next batch to heat treat, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a whole nother day of heat treat and I'll be caught up. I can go back to doing grinding and all that good shit. Leon wants to know what checkinated. Oh. Well, I don't know that I'd explain jackinated to a 3-year-old. Almost there, 1948, 49. All right, let the countdown begin. Next time I fuck with a helmet, I'm going to scream. I'm about to ejaculate it. About to be 51 with Coach Foster was still at OI, so you can tell I yell at him, Gables, quit your shit. That was Larry Foster, even still alive. He's 4, Dad. Sorry, Alice. I'm sure that offended the hell out of him, too. I would watch my language, but I know he cusses more than I do, so. Oh, about to be 5. I wish Coach, yeah, okay. I misread that, I'm sorry. Yeah, anybody that came to that school with my last name after that was predetermined to have a hard time. How are you chatting and driving, by the way? You don't need to be doing that. You can't drive for shit as it is. You think it's funny, Kyle, till he calls you a motherfucker. In public. Kyle, sorry if we make too many jokes about your Michael Javon's the low devil, which just couldn't be let go. Dude, I was on a phone call and had it playing in the background. I didn't have the volume up. All I could see was the chat. I've never seen anybody dogpiled like y'all dogpiled Kyle. I actually felt a little bad for him. Y'all were merciless. I hate all of you for that. I don't know if it's a lack of calories or what's wrong with me today, man, but I really don't feel, I am not high energy. And now I feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I probably should have ate. That's the thing about this Ozempic, man. It wrecks your appetite, but then when you don't eat, you'll get sick and throw up. I'm going to try not to throw up on camera. That Ozempic wrecks your appetite, and when you don't eat, it'll make you sick as a dog too. I was sitting there, also my mouth was filled with saliva. Yeah, it doesn't matter, I'll kick at it. Just kick at it, refrigerator.
That was nice.
Oh, shit.
What do you got sitting outside here, things that I got?
Well, got some Ritz crackers. Oh. The time I got to the door, my mouth was full of saliva. I was about to hurl. Yeah, Kyle, I'll turn the volume up for just a second. And it sounded like a really bad B-rated horror movie demon voice. But you don't need to spend $200, dude. You can buy a $30 mic on Amazon, works just fine. It has been 24 hours since I ate, so I guess it. Whew, that feels better already. Drew, I agree. The way the tone kept changing, it seemed like a bad connection somewhere, but I know he's all wireless, so. How funny it would be if we found out that it was Javon making that happen. Yeah, dude, just get you a little $40 mic off Amazon, you'll be fine. Or you could just run it off your phone and not use earbuds. That'd work too. I mean, we all know the mic quality on a cell phone's not great, but I did learn a lesson today, not to use as much dry ice. I got it packed in there so much I can't hardly get knives in it. Papa, remember yesteryear when you whooped me but it didn't work? Yeah. What's up, Marco? Nothing exciting going on here. We're just shooting shit. Heat treating, kind of boring. Got about 2 minutes. Derek, I don't blame you for falling asleep, buddy. It's probably boring as shit. You ain't really missed nothing. We're about to take this next blade out to quench it. Always check these. I don't know that it makes a bit of difference, but I always put them in edge up, just because I want to do them all the exact same way. May not make a bit of difference. I wouldn't be shocked if we get an alarm. I had the door open a little longer at that time. Dropped all the way down to 1800 degrees. Look at those beautiful colors, man. That is so pretty. Derek, that was number 3. Number 4 is in the oven now. Allison, you just want to go outside and hope you can catch Brody Crowell out there. Any of y'all that remember, Brody Crowell is quarterback at University of Alabama, lives next door to my daughter. Yeah, we call that passing out when it happens during the middle of the day and you don't mean to do it. You did miss me getting sick. I almost threw up on camera, so that would have been interesting. Guys, we've been going 2.5 hours. I'm probably fixing to shut this off. Just because I like to use my phone. I did get my timer and I forgot to bring it today. I knew I was forgetting something when I left the house. Anyway, you guys know I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm about half done. Got 4 more blades to heat treat, so I'm going to jump off here and get it all finished up. Y'all have a good one, guys.